We're not preempted tonight.
Mumbo is going.
No, can I put some on it?
Can I put a little on it?
Can I put a little on it?
Do you take a post-dated check?
Give you some money.
Oh, I thought you said about rent.
Oh.
She said, yeah. And I was like, shit. It was an empty gesture.
I'm just kidding.
And then she said, oh, no. And I was like, woo. Dodged a bullet there.
All right, Mike's hot.
She's blonde, bro.
I know. It's probably natural.
And extended.
Oh,
Yeah, she extends the blonde.
you do? It's expensive. My cheerer did that one time.
I remember.
And she told me, and I about had to come apart because she told me how much it was. I was like, you paid what for what?
You did. Oh, what?
What?
What's up, you vet?
But it was her money.
It was her money.
It's still silly.
I gave her a pretty considerable amount of money just because she's a good kid.
Good job, man.
I said, hey,
Proud of you.
hold on to that. Leave it in your savings account. So I said, hey, have you put any money on top of that? And she's like, well, I spent it. I was like, oh, okay. Well, so I got on there. There's 28 cents in her savings account.
Oh, my gosh.
I gave her $350 2 weeks ago. And
She has 28 cents left.
28 cents left. It's gone.
Jeez.
Huh? Pink shirt.
Oh,
Salmon.
Thank you, Mother.
Golly.
Truth, I know you'll be late on the cinnamon wine.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Got to
Pleasure.
I'll wait 30 seconds. Just whip this down.
Well, I will. I'll wait
All
on
right,
you.
about 1 minute.
Oh, can we wait 1 minute?
We can wait 1 minute.
Take it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You take the rest of that. I might date you. Golly. She's hit it balls deep on me.
You seen going on Dr. Pepper bottle.
Got a label.
Oh,
There's a trucker that fell in love that day we're going down the interstate.
I forgot about that.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, son. Don't throw your fork away, hon.
yeah, save it for that old cake. I wish I could eat cake.
Build her a cake or something.
Let's build her an egg or something.
May 12th, 2022. Live from Manchester, Tennessee. I say that proudly. I'm glad to call this home, and I'm glad to call these things around me people.
Well,
That's what I'm glad. It's out of Eli's playbook. I read his notes.
Bucket.
Guys, we are so lucky. We've got a phenomenal weekend coming up. The Dusty Elam Foundation event is Saturday and live at Common John Brewing Company, Sam Grow. It is our very first accredited artist that will be performing. You can go online and get your tickets on through Facebook. So great weekend lined up. Summer is here. It's been an amazing day. I'm feeling good and happy about life and happy to be around associates that I call friends. You know, I am. So, guys, I'm here with Tooth, Bull, Eli, Intern Jackson, and your host, the Travis Reed. And this is the Everyday Joe Show. Take it away, the Travis Reed.
All right, y'all ready to do this?
Waiting on you.
All right, everybody, welcome to the
Next episode.
of the Everyday Joe Show. I'm your host, the Travis Reed. You might have heard of me before.
See, yeah.
Several.
Several.
Tens and tens.
Tens and tens.
Tens and tens. All right, guys, here we are, Thursday night, Studio 11, episode 244. Bull's birthday bash. Much to his chagrin,
Is chagrin? I like chagrin.
we are having it.
Well, happy Women Liberation Day, Bull.
Yeah.
Glad you got out.
Yeah, good job, man. Proud of you. Tooth, how are you now?
Not so bad. How are you now?
Not good, not so bad, and you?
Not so bad. I'm almost full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a little Sonic carrot?
I had to do something.
Yeah.
I was running out of time.
Was you? What you got in that cup?
Man, you never guess it.
23.
It's 23. I didn't need my extra.
Michael Jordan of sports
It
drink
is,
or
man.
soft drinks.
It's a soft drink.
It is.
Huh?
What's it tasting like?
Tonight, it's just one flavor's coming through strong. 7.
7? You think it's because of the coney you had?
It's absolutely because of the chili cheese.
Yeah. That's why you have it with that. Right.
Man, it's a really good compliment to the chili cheese coney. And I didn't get the foot long because, well, the hot dog's kind of tough on
A
the foot long.
little tough.
You get that regular size one, you can get 2 of them.
Yeah. to you.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That go. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me on your show, Travis.
You're welcome. Birthday boy Bull. Or the other day, birthday boy.
Belated birthday, Bull.
Yeah, that's me. I'm in the house.
Yeah. How are you now?
Yeah.
Man, I'm well.
Good. You looking
I'm
good.
surprised. You guys, we had a special guest, Megan. Megan Farrell from Unstoppable Women. 615. I mean, I thank you so much. She come in with chicken, and if you know me, you know I feel the chicken should be every state bird, and I feel very deeply about
Bull,
that.
wear out some Yardbird now.
Yeah, I've never seen nothing like it.
He likes that y'all, Kim.
He'll take that yard,
I
dude.
do. I feel very passionate about the chicken, and Megan brought that in as well as a cake. And thank you so much.
Thank you,
You did
Bull.
not have
We
to
love
do
the
any of that.
cake.
And so I'm blessed. I feel better, and I got more than any man deserves. So I'm phenomenal.
And you have cock.
Yeah, well, good.
What kind of frosting's on it? See, she don't play.
Yeah, no, don't mess around.
We don't.
No, none at all.
But
Bull, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm actually having a fine Pilsner beer.
Well, congratulations. Happy birthday.
Yeah, having a fine, and I'm fixing to have some cinnamon water.
Yeah, cinnamon
Cinnamon
wine.
water?
Wine.
It says 72% water on the back.
Oh,
Okay.
I think that's just,
What's wine say on the back?
I don't know.
grapes.
It says, usually.
I did not. I've never read one.
If I have a wine bottle and it says that, it's going in the trash.
Well, you probably
Mouthy
throwing away
wine
something worth
bottles.
money.
Might have. Intern. Oh, what letter are we on? Steve.
What's up?
How are you, buddy?
Steve.
I got all that, Steve.
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, Steve. What are you drinking?
This moment in time, nothing.
Oh,
Talk into the mic.
at this moment in time, nothing.
Yeah, this
Still
moment in
nothing.
time,
Dude, have you done this before? Use your library voice or something.
I've got to pull. I'm pulling his card.
I mean, you had the flu for 1 week and you come back and it's like you've never done it before.
You had
Man.
influenza?
Hey, first day with the new mic.
First,
Oh, it's the new Mike's fault. That was a good comeback,
man, I
Jackson.
love
really
it.
was.
Good job. All right, Steve. Thanks for being here.
I like pizza, Steve.
Yeah. Eli Kidder.
Yes.
How are you now?
I am acceptable.
Acceptable. Don't know if that's ever been.
I accept him.
Yeah. Beautiful, sir.
Okay.
accept
What you having?
Okay.
What you having to drink?
I'm having a Miller.
Yeah. White can man. Golden top.
That's my jam.
That's
what
a
I
Bobby
like.
Martin over there.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby Martin.
But
I think they're the
Bobby
bestest.
Martin.
They are the
Goodest
bestest.
ones out there.
Are they the goodest?
I think so.
Gooder than the other ones. I like where his head's at.
I do too. It's not up his hind end this week.
When was it?
I was going to say, yeah, I hadn't seen that in a while.
Well, he wasn't here last week, so
Yeah.
that's why I
was
say
busy.
that.
You knew to hi Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Little Pizza Steve.
I like pizza. I
Thanks
got
for
a
being here,
wallet.
buddy.
Thanks, Travis.
Yes, sir.
Travis, what are you drinking tonight?
Man, fine Pilsner.
How are you?
Well, Travulous.
That's I like it like that.
Yeah, that's I
Yeah,
like
that was
that.
perfect.
That's really direct.
Oh, y'all
Not
like
to
it?
the
No,
point.
I am Travulous.
That was worse.
Well, he ruined that.
Worser.
It was gooder the first time.
It was gooder. What's in the
How's it taste? What's it taste like?
Man, victory.
Man? It tastes like man victory.
Man.
Well, man victory is one kind of victory that I like a lot.
But I've never tasted man victory.
Was that out loud?
You did say it out loud.
Dadgummit. Were the mics hot?
Is it true? Is it salty?
Were the mics were on? It's like a sea salt, really.
Yeah.
Like the pink stuff.
Like that
Yeah.
bourbon that they're putting on the ships to
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Bethany.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
it's anyway, good talk.
Moving on.
Yeah,
Hello, Bethany.
Hello.
Moving on. All right, guys. Goings on this weekend at the Common John Brewing Company. Saturday, May 14th, the big day. Join us live on the main stage. Special post will go up tomorrow on social media about the festivities and what to expect on Saturday evening. That was a curveball. Wasn't expecting that. Heathen Child is almost ready. It might make an appearance this weekend.
Uh-oh.
That's some good drinking right there. The Heathen Child's good.
I've got some at home in the cans.
Do you? Yes, you do.
I keep trying to, and everybody keeps, no, it's fine, leave them there. And eventually somebody's going to drink them.
Well, it's like we don't want to take them
But
from
she bought them for that purpose,
I know,
for you
but
guys.
It's hard.
That's
to
why they
drink.
were there.
Yeah, it's hard to do that.
It's hard to drink beer that someone bought you.
No, we don't want
I've
to.
seen you do it a lot. Why are you lying to my face?
He's right to his face.
I mean, right here in my eyes,
Just-
right here
I-
in the windows of
in
my
his soul.
soul.
Would it be better if I text it to
I
you?
seen it.
I'll text it to you.
Your lies are different through text.
Yes.
They hit different.
They do hit different.
How's Hope feeling?
Man, she good. She feels better now.
I'm glad she's
Oh,
well.
man. They're finally here. Merch alert. Common John 10 tackers. Now you can decorate the walls with the CJ logo.
I didn't know that.
Food special. The kitchen serving up margarita pizza this weekend. Sauce, cheese, tomatoes, and basil topped with balsamic sauce.
Basil.
Yeah. Have you? I had it last time they had it. It's pretty good.
What is a 10 tacker? Is it like a sticker?
I think so.
Okay, thank you.
Friday night. Music
That's
from
a good question. I'm sorry.
Clint Park. Saturday night, several acts. Maggie Ball, Bryce Ray, good friend of the show, and Sam Grow. Tickets are on sale through the website or in the tap room, as Mr. John Fletcher alluded to earlier.
John Fletcher, if Bryce Ray don't show up, I'm not coming.
Well,
You tell him I said it to his face.
I'll text him and let him know. But guys, Maggie Ball is absolutely phenomenal, and Sam Grow, recording artist from the Average Joes, and so it is our first accredited artist on the stage.
That's awesome.
Very excited about it. Very excited.
What does that mean?
So he signed with a major label.
Okay.
So it's an artist signed with a major label, 1 million plus streams online,
How
touring
many?
around 1 million plus streams.
So over.
1 million plus
$1
streams.
That's how I would have said it. But,
Yeah, so I apologize. I didn't have
That's
the
fine.
dialect.
That's
Thank
why
you,
you're
Eli,
not on the
for-
camera.
That's why you're not on camera, Bull. Eli's right.
Yeah,
course.
but it's just, it's exciting. Sam come in. We were trying to figure out who we wanted to have on the main stage that was accredited, and we were going back and forth. And Sam Grow walked in the brewery, and he was like, "I love this place, and I would love to play here." And so we worked out a deal, and now it's up next weekend.
Cool.
Thanks, Sam.
Also, poker still going on. Come play poker at Common John on Sundays, 2 to 4. If you want to register to play, go to www.worldtavernpoker.com. Create an account, then use Quick Register and search for the event at Common John Brewing Company. Sundays, 2 to 4. Poker. It's
In the back.
It's it's in the back of the building there. It is, for sure. Hello, Amanda Walker from Australia. How y'all doing?
Hello.
Hello. All right, guys. Don't forget to check our buddies out of the Green Bud Lounge. They put a new post up yesterday. They're not allowed to say all the ways that cannabis can help you and your loved ones because they're not doctors. But they have a nice little article attached to that. Will tell you all the benefits of the CBD.
That's smart.
Wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome. Right there. Boom. There it is. And if you want to know, ask Joel. He'll hook you up. Very knowledgeable son of a gun. For sure.
Show.
We would like to welcome a new partner this week, the CMV Music Network, CMV Magazine. They do feature a lot of country music artists. I'm pretty sure they did an interview with our good buddy Macy Taylor.
That is correct. Yep.
So appreciate those guys jumping on board. That's right, yeah. So I'll be looking for maybe a little info about the Joe Show in the CMV Magazine coming up soon.
Could happen. Could happen.
Gonna happen. So
Why
check
you
out the
gotta ruin
web.
it? Why you gotta ruin it?
Huh?
Why you gotta ruin it?
Because
It was anticipation.
I ruiner of things.
Anticipation.
I don't like that song though. That anticipation
I've
song.
already learned what I've learned tonight.
Have it your way.
Have you?
I've already learned what I've learned tonight.
You're not going home, are you?
Well, no, it's too early.
Okay.
I haven't had cake yet.
When you have cake, it's time to go.
Yes, sir.
I knew it. Newman. Oh, man. So, tonight, we're going to celebrate Bull's birthday since we were all losers and didn't do it Sunday.
Hey, Bull, I feel really bad about that for real.
Well, in our defense, it was Mother's Day.
There's no excuse
I
for
text him.
There's no excuse for my missing it, Bull. I'm sorry.
No. There's no again. I have a strong belief that after 21,
Yeah.
Again, everybody in Radio Land, a lot of
Watch.
people know this, but Travis, he went into it. I get the majority of my knowledge and life lessons from comedians, and so
Patton
Patton
Oswalt.
he done a very good breakdown of how birthdays should be treated in life, and I think that it was a wonderful philosophy. And I've been following that philosophy for a very long time now.
Listen, I really like throwing parties, and I don't know if any of you guys, Travis, I'll shut up. I'm sorry.
Nope, I'm agreeing with you. You keep talking.
I don't throw the birthday parties at my house because I want y'all to bring gifts. I throw it for a gathering of my friends to celebrate another trip around the sun, and that's it.
And get hammered.
And to get hammered. And I really like throwing parties. I like being a host. So I just want you to know I understand where you're coming from, Bull, because I get that aspect of it. But I hope that people understand that some people do the birthday party thing yearly for others as much as they do it for themselves.
Absolutely.
Well, I
Just
agree.
don't lean on the oven. There's one rule.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter now because you broke it.
It's already broken,
So you can
so-
lean on the oven all you
I
want.
mean, it was analog. It was antique. It's kind of
Collector's item.
it's antiquated.
really was.
It's antiquated.
It only lost value by 20% after that moment, though.
I mean, it's hey, you know what it'll still do? It'll bake a pie.
Won't keep time with
Cake.
crap.
It won't. You can't even set the timer because you don't know that it's going to know when the time stops because it doesn't.
Hey Siri, set a timer for 7 minutes.
Man, you're ruining the analog.
Oh, my
Stove.
God.
Got
Here
it.
we go.
Seven minutes.
Traditionalist.
There we go. It's super simple. I
There
did
we
you
go.
a favor.
You're serious, a dude.
He's South African.
Mine's Australian.
Anyway, back
For,
to
you, for
Travis.
Amanda and Wolf there.
Do you want to do a show tonight?
I've already learned what I'm learning tonight.
That your oven's still broken?
No, before that.
No.
It was about accreditation.
I'll be done.
Your oven's still broken.
It's broken.
Yeah. Yes, Garth, we are on the air. Sir.
We're on the air, Garth.
We really are. Poor Garth. He just, I don't know. But yeah, when I saw Bull on his birthday and didn't think anything about it. We talked about the weekend and this, that, and the other and what was going on.
What's he doing? Is he doing a concert?
Who, Bull?
The weekend.
Oh, the weekend. I love his last album.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Bull.
You know, and I enjoyed his halftime show. A lot of people crapped on it. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I like his music.
Some of my favorite things of the weekend.
Yeah, I love it. But I saw him and I didn't say anything. And he left. Like this the next day, I think Tooth texted me, like, "It's Bull's birthday." I was like, "Oh my goodness!" I didn't even tell him happy birthday. He was sitting right there where Eli is. I didn't say a word.
So basically, what you're saying
It's
is
my fault.
Okay.
Is that what you were going to say?
No.
No.
But I like where you went with it, so I can't stop. I'm just going to go ahead and shut my hole.
Brianna Truick, his birthday bash is
now.
right meow.
If you want to come by, I'll give you an address.
Well, she knows where we live.
There you go.
Her mom lives next door.
Oh. Hey, girl, we next door to your mama. Come
That's
on
right.
over.
That's right. Come on.
Better not bring your kids. Because it's a birthday
Don't bring
bash.
the kids.
And tell your daddy to come over. Like every time he's always watering the garden. Like that's all he does.
That dude-
is tend to the flowers.
Did you ever notice Miss Parker watering her grass? Didn't even have no grass.
You know
Didn't
what?
have any.
Rodney does wear short jorts.
He does.
He does. He likes his jorts.
Yes, Robbie loves them, and he takes
Pride.
pride in his yard. This man, he does that neighbor like peer pressure thing. He mows. I'm like, man, I gotta mow now. Robbie mowing, and I see Brianna. She's like, you hate mowing your yard, don't you? I was like, yeah, why? She says, well, because you look miserable when you're doing it. I said, because I am. I said, and your dad needs to stop mowing the yard all the daggum time because when he mows, I gotta mow. Well, I usually wait 4 or 5 days after
You know
that.
what? I caught Robbie taking a break the other day. He was walking to the pond to go fishing.
Really?
Yes, he was.
Well,
And I was like, where are you going? He goes, hey, yard looks good and the flowers are watered, buddy. I'm going fishing. I was like, all right. Robbie was on a mission.
hello, Miss Tina B, watching us from Canada.
Hey.
Hey, Ontario. And she
Oh,
said, happy
geez.
birthday, Bull.
Oh, thank you, Canada.
Yeah. All right, guys,
You know
take
what? Enough people don't say thank you, Canada. I'm going to say it right now.
say it.
Thank you, Canada.
Thank you. And I'm glad we don't have milk in a bag.
What?
Just weird.
What kind of sorcery is that?
Yeah, they have milk in a bag.
Like a plastic bag?
Yeah. It's weird.
Doesn't the cardboard carton biodegrade faster than the plastic bag?
I would think so.
Well, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we can Google that, and I'm going to be correct.
I'm not from Canada.
So,
Kimberly Clark's
what
watching.
is the Canadian thought process into having the plastic bags of milk? Whatever happened to the good old milkman days? Was it all because there was too many kids being born out of wedlock, or
Could be right. What's up, Barnes? How you doing, buddy?
not so bad?
Tina just says it's a thing.
Oh well, thank you.
It's a
Tina.
Canadian thing. What's up, Julie? All right, guys, take a first break. We come back. We're going to talk about Bull. And we also may have a few special guests up our sleeve.
Oh,
Not
God.
sure.
Do we get to tell like our favorite stories with Bull?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
Ray-
you just made my whole night. I'll make it radio friendly.
Okay,
I've
okay.
already started thinking of new words.
Oh, God.
He just pulled out a thesaurus.
I am so tickled right now. Synonyms, antonyms, you're on your way. Huh?
You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Shoot, man, get the app.
Might as well.
Best of the 90s to now sounds like
Oh,
this.
can we go smoke, Travis?
I can't keep up all the happy birthday bulls on the feed.
Five four 90.
It's been a good company and good.
Could be Alzheimer's. Now
See, you're both. That was not. All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live, episode 244, Tooth Bull, intern Sebastian, Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed. We're going to talk about Bull, but he's outside. You'll never guess what he's doing.
I know what he's doing.
What's he doing?
Smoking.
Smoking.
Because he's a smoker.
He is a smoker.
He loves to smoke.
Yeah, it's great. Really can't do anything until he gets back in here.
Look at that tan line on my arms. Holy.
Man, that's great. Here they come.
There, found him.
Yeah, got him. Him and Tooth were having a moment.
We are in a moment.
Yeah, man, we really were. I'm really proud of Bull.
Cool.
I want to speak about it.
So, Bull's birthday bash. We didn't get to have a party. He did do something fun on Sunday. He went to the brewery and played music with Alyssa out on the patio.
This is what I want to speak on.
Yeah.
So Bull, guys, is a goal setter. And for those of you out there who don't believe you can set goals and achieve them, I want you all to know when Bull started playing guitar, he really wasn't playing. And within a few months, he was as good as I ever think I am, if not better. And he had a goal that by his birthday, he was going to be able to play and sing at least 3 songs and do it in front of somebody. And he got to do that and then some on Sunday. And I thought that was awesome. So way to go, Bull, for reaching your goals, and happy birthday, bud.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, and thank you for fighting through. Like, because whenever I started it, like that was my goal is I wanted to be able to do that. And Tooth was like, yeah, I want to start playing again too. Cool. So Tooth would show up with me every Wednesday, and he'd sit here with me as I fumbled through getting through it. And he would show me things the same way he did whenever he was a young kid and first showed me how to grab my chord, how to grab my thing.
He's got it. Hey,
Yeah.
somebody had to show him, and he's got it.
He showed me how to grab my thing at a young age, and ever since then we've been close. I mean, not like preacher, young
Pretty
man
sure
close.
that's illegal.
Don't worry about it.
No,
Well,
I'm sorry.
anyway, we have a thing.
It was at my house though.
We have a
So,
thing.
query:
Yes.
is Jahan going to play tonight?
No,
Maybe.
no. I probably not.
What up, Cassidy?
No,
No.
Yeah.
I'd rather just us talk. If you want to make it about us, I'd rather us talk. Because again, I get to hang out with you guys every Thursday, and
We know.
Do you guys know
enjoy
how
it.
hard it is to play and sing a song?
I don't. But
It's not as hard as playing and not looking at your frets. But it's up
it
there.
looks hard to not look at
It's
it.
up there. But seriously, it's hard to do. It's hard. It's really hard. Especially certain songs will have a chord change like in the middle of a word.
Right.
And you need to be on the next chord before the end of the same word you just started. And that'll really throw you off.
When I'm air guitaring though, I don't have any
Yeah, but
issue.
you're the best air guitarist I know of.
That's true.
But not only can Bull start to play and sing, but Bull can finger pick, and that to me is absolutely phenomenal. I can't finger pick. I've been playing since I was 15, and I'm sure if I really put the dedication to it, maybe. But
I've seen you
Bull's
practice.
like, oh, golly, dude.
Got them fingers.
How'd he do it?
Golly, dude.
Come on.
Man.
Yeah, so Bull, we've been friends since I was 8 years old. Played Little League together, and he was one of those kids where like, hey, be careful with that kid right there. He was that one,
Yeah.
and get to hang out with him. Like, he is one of those kids, but I'm going to hang out with him. Well, because Johnny was one of those kids. Eli was one of those kids.
You were kind of probably one of those.
No, absolutely. No, I was a good. No, go to his. Yes, go hang out with that. He's so precious. He's so sweet.
That's what I was. I had the same thing.
He don't get in trouble. You need to hang out with him. He'd be
I was a good influence.
Yeah, and they still turned out like crap.
I did what I could.
I'm just kidding. Y'all are fine. Y'all are fine. But no, Bull. My stepbrother played on the Little League team with Bull. I wasn't old enough to play yet, so I get to watch his goofy self sit out in right field just before he was a catcher. He would sit out in right field, and not a lot of action in right field in Little League, really. Back up first base, and that's about it. He was out there pretending to pitch, and he was out there pretending to hit. And then, so I thought, seeing Bull do this, I'm like, well, this is what you're supposed to do. So the next year, when I get to Little League, well, they stick my little fat butt in right field because, like, this kid's terrible. So they put me in right field so nothing will get hit to me, so I won't have to mess anything up. So I'm out there pretending to pitch and pretending to hit.
Just like your big brother.
Just like Bull did, because I thought that's what my dad ate me alive after that game. What were you doing out there? Looking idiot. I was like, well, Bull did it. So thanks, Bull. You got me in trouble at
I
an
told
early
you
age.
to be careful of that kid.
They did. They warned
Golly.
me. They warned me. But no, me and Bull, we've been
Thick as thieves.
we have for a really long time. It's been a fun journey, that's for sure.
A roller coaster ride.
Interesting journey.
Well, it's interesting, and I give a lot of thanks to Gran Turismo and PlayStation 2.
Man, we bonded on that.
Gran Turismo is where we bonded beyond
17 hours straight.
in one evening, in one sitting, one time.
That's when you broke Platonic, huh?
I can't remember.
Wait, no, that was before then. But yeah, we did the Gran Turismo, and you had to like get licensed before you could race different tracks. You remember that?
Oh yeah,
So
I was a fan.
me and Bull would we get like a case of beer, a couple pizzas, about a carton of cigarets.
We do not condone drunk driving.
Well, I think that's the best drunk driving test ever is Gran Turismo, or the iRacing now would actually be better. So we got it, and you had to get these license and beat these times before you could actually start racing and get in cars. I got sick of it because we just wouldn't get anywhere, so I just got drunk and made Bull do it. So by the time I got up next morning, we had all the license. Like, here we go, buddy.
I'm racing.
Yep. So the next day, 17 hours, case and a half of beer. I think it was 3 large pizzas, 2 from Papa John's, 1 from Pizza Hut.
2 cartons of Marlboro or Camel.
We did.
I smoked Camel Specialized back then.
He sure did.
And we sent an underage person who wasn't even a legal adult to a gas station to get us beer. They said, hey, just tell them Travis and Bull sent you. They'll sell you some beer.
I forgot all about that.
And you know what? They sold them some beer. Come back with another case of beer. It was
We
awesome.
can't stop playing. Go get us some beer.
That's right. John Collins, he said Sega Dreamcast.
There you go.
Yeah, Bull's all over that. So that was we had some good times there with the playing of the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Drinking the beer.
We're talking
pizza.
about the PS1 too, guys.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. And then John, he brought up, go ahead, Eli.
No, you're fine. Go ahead, please.
Well, no, John Collins, he brought up because, I mean, John, it just doesn't matter. Whatever he touches, turns to gold. And so when the
we don't
Dreamcast
like him.
first come out playing, I mean, it didn't matter if we were playing fishing on Dreamcast.
He's
he caught
reeling
the
in the
biggest
big one,
bass.
of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Wonder what it's like to be good at everything. You mentioned iRacing earlier. We have a local kid that got picked up by Dale Jr. to race for
I was
his
telling Travis
iRacing
about
team.
that because he's friends with Alexis.
Oh, really?
They went to the movies together recently. They're
Yeah.
buddies.
Yep.
They've known each other their whole lives.
Called me Sunday, I believe
I
it
called
was.
him Sunday. He was like, hey, man, look here. Alexis is friends with a dude that just got picked up on Dale Jr.'s iRacing team.
He has his own
Is-
T-shirt.
Is that Big Al's nephew or something? Because Big Al's nephew was big into it. I remember.
Yeah, his name's Briar LaPriere.
Briar.
Okay.
Well, congratulations, bro. That's phenomenal.
Yeah,
That is
he has his own
awesome.
T-shirt. 88 core.
88 core?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, anybody who wants to talk trash about iRacing, hey, pay your subscription, buy the gear, and try to do it yourself.
Dale Jr. took him to Daytona.
Oh,
That's
my
correct.
I was
gosh.
like, hey, Briar, come on in.
Hey, what about those jokes where video games will never take you anywhere?
Yeah.
What? Go
Hey,
sit there.
I was video games ain't gonna take you anywhere. Travis, John,
And they still have it.
and they see
But
it.
Briar,
But Brian, on the other hand,
Yeah.
there
Hey,
we go.
I raced in a lobby on iRacing with Dale Jr., Bobby Labonte.
Briar Bread.
Nope, I ain't that
It's too
good.
good for you.
Yep. And played for the Titans. 31, Bernard.
Hop, not be hop.
No. Bernard Pollard. He owns a race team now.
Oh heck.
Played for the Ravens, number 31. Played for the Titans.
Didn't know that.
Sure did.
Well.
Sure did. Oh, they smoked
Derrick
me.
Henry owns a football team.
Oh, darn.
He's a owner in the football.
Oh.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
American football or
No football.
soccer?
Soccer.
Yeah.
JC, that's a very, very good
I've
memory.
been there with John.
I've been there with John.
Yeah.
Tooth. Have you been there?
Oh,
with John?
absolutely. My story.
Yeah. Well, let's see what time we got here. We got 5 minutes before we go next break. You want to open up the next break with your story?
Sure.
Because I feel like it's going to take longer than 5
I can do
minutes.
it in 5.
So, can you do it in 5?
I can do it in 5.
Do it.
So for my 18th birthday, John Revis took me to a gentleman's club, and us gentlemen had a great night. And I had gotten an ID made specifically for this evening because about 2 months prior, I had gotten pulled over and charged with unlawful consumption. I was leaving Bull's house. I had only had 1 beer, and I admitted to it, and that was where I screwed up. I was always told if you tell the truth, it's better.
Well, sure.
Well, it wasn't better that night because routine roadblock questions are, have you been drinking? I didn't know. So needless to say, I've got no license to show that I'm old enough to go in. So I go get an ID made. Will takes me out. We have a great time. We get there. No one ever cards me the whole night. They all know Bull by name. Oh, Mr. Revis, your usual table here. And they come back with a bucket of beer and they're popping them open and handing them to me. And I'm like, this is the greatest night of my life. Alexis, this is great. So we had a great night and we left and it was really cool. And
It
then
was,
Bull
John.
was like, hey, man, let's just sleep in this gas station parking lot. And I was like, hey, man, I hadn't drank in 3.5 hours. I'll drive. And I drove us home.
Let's sleep in this gas
Now,
station
I left the
parking lot.
best part of the story out. We'll talk about it on segment 18.
The 19th hole.
That's a Facebook only. We can't talk about it on the radio.
Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon. You got to pay us $25 to listen to that.
But it's a good one. I can assure you, it is a good one.
Oh, there's no doubt. It's one of the best stories ever.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I mean, it was very relaxing, the place we went. It was a relaxation center. Very relaxing.
Yeah.
Don's?
Well, no.
No, it was that place in Huntsville you went
Number
to.
one, Hana.
Oh, man. Good.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the Gulch used to be a completely different area.
Yes, yes, it did.
It seemed a lot more like it sounded.
They should have called it the Gulch back then.
The Gooch.
Yeah, goose would have probably been better food.
That's how bull,
Did I do
man.
it in less than 5?
You did, man. You did it in like
He
2
forgot the
minutes.
math.
I tell you what, with Bull, every day is a birthday party. Especially back when we were younger. If it was after 9 and we had nothing on, hey man, let's go to Nashville. I ain't got no money. I got you. So we would go to this place a lot, and I tell this story often.
Travis wore pleather pants.
I did wear pleather pants and a turtleneck and a Versace jacket. And,
Regularly.
yeah, all the time.
I wore Umbros.
Pretty smart. So Bull's like, hey, let's go to Nashville. Let's go to this club. And I'm like, man, I said, I don't have any money. And he said, I got you. And so what they did at these places, you could bring your old beer in, but you had to pay $1 per beer. So in essence, it's like going to a bar. You're paying the same price for it. And so he's like, I'll buy the beer. I'll pay for it to get in. I'll buy you an entertainment aspect of this place. He said, but I'm not buying you cigarettes. I was like, all right, that's cool. He said, I'm not sporting your habits. I was like, okay. He's going to die on that hill, but I'm not sporting your habits. I'll buy everything, but I'm not buying you a pack of cigarettes.
It sounds like a joke, is what it sounds like.
No, dog, you bought everything. You never bought me a pack of cigarettes. Nope.
Well, cancer's a serious.
I did. I had to take
Cancer
Is it not, Eli?
It is.
we stopped at the Oak, and I had my change, and I'd give it to Gavin. Hey, man, you pack of Marlboro Lights. You know, he's like, really, dude?
Bull
Like,
used to buy a pack of Camel Special Lights, and half the pack be gone before he opened them. I don't know why he's worried about you and cancer. Because I'm talking about he be packing it and smoking it. What?
it was him saying that to me. And when I say it, people look at me like, what?
There's
That's
no
Bull?
better person to go to one of those places with, especially in that time of our lives, than Bull.
Yeah, back in that day.
Isabella. Oh, that night was the night before Easter. That's another good story.
It is. It is. But Bull,
Easter Eve.
Bull he was always down to go. Or one time we had to move we got to go to break here in a second. I bought a hot tub. Bull's like, I'll help you move it, but you got to go to Nashville with me. Like, all right.
I remember the hot tub behind Green Greens.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Bull helped me unload it. All right, we got to go to Nashville. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Well, come to find out, it's a harder task to get people to load up to go with you to Nashville than one would think.
Yeah. Well,
Wasn't hard for me.
I was usually pretty good.
It got hard later when I was afraid we were sleeping in a gas station. it was, look.
Well, hey, it's always safety first.
Yeah, that's right. All right, we're going to take another break. We come back. We'll probably have another couple dozen or so Bull stories. There are so many, and there's so many we can't even tell on the air. And it's not that we were doing anything bad. It's just
The FCC won't let me be or let me be me on MTV.
they won't do it.
That's
I
what's
can't
up.
tell any story, I don't think.
Really? No, we didn't hang out a lot back then.
But when we did, it was,
Terrible.
Yeah.
It was debauchery.
yeah.
It was-
And that's what, yeah. But,
well, yeah.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah, he's about to say something. He's like, "No, it's going to incriminate me." I'm going to be
go
quiet
to
right
commercial
now.
break.
Now let's hear a word from our sponsors. Kids Go Club.
You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Get the app.
Get it.
Well, no, and that's what's funny, I mean, because during that time, safer like that, because if you could hydroplane.
But on top of that,
free Upside app that pays you cash. $100.
wow, that's serious.
$1 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 115 and Facebook Live, episode 244. Tooth Bull intern.
I don't even know what. Stefan, like Irakel.
Yeah.
Bull does hate Chad's Garden. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah. Eli,
Get me started.
Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed. Tooth, you got something to say?
Listen, so on that trip with Bull,
Yeah.
I almost did that, Travis.
Yeah.
I almost did that, but I thought it'd be a little bit aggressive on the radio. Anyway, so on the trip I made with Bull on my 18th birthday, so the ride home, he did let me drive home, but he did go to sleep. We get back to his apartment, and we're in the driveway. And I don't want to exaggerate, and I'm sorry for Radio Land, it's going to be a little loud, but I was kind of like I had my hand on his arm, shaking his whole body, and screaming, "Hey, Bull! Hey, Bull! Hey, Bull, we're home! Hey, Bull!" Because I didn't have the keys to get in. All I had was the keys to the car. So finally, I gave up trying to wake him up. He was not budging. So I kicked back the seat best I can and kind of throw my feet up over the steering wheel. And I don't know, maybe 10 minutes in, I'm trying to, nod off, and my foot barely hits the horn for a millisecond. It was beep. Like, it didn't even get all the way loud. Beep. Bull's like, "Oh, come on, baby, let's go in the house. Let's go home." I was like, "You were kidding me right now." Come on, baby. I tried for 20 minutes. "Hey, come on, baby, let's go in the house."
Stick a C4 under his eye and then he ain't getting up.
He wasn't moving.
Give me Eli.
Back to you, Travis.
Oh, man. Said, hit me.
Okay.
Baby, one more time.
Oh, baby. So, Bull, you don't like people talking about gardens and mulch and stuff?
Okay.
It's
No.
certain times.
Okay. It's situational awareness.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Okay.
So if two people are talking and I walk up and I wait for them to finish talking and then say, "Hey, guys, I was wondering if I could tell you a little bit about my garden," that would probably be okay.
Yeah, my begonias are coming in
But
nice.
if I walk up and you're talking, and while you're talking, I just come up and you stop because I'm interrupting you, that's not cool.
In particular, a newly single man who there is obviously a female giggling beside, and then you want to come up.
Were you peeing?
I was not.
Okay.
This is all about C blocking.
No. It's
a
about.
little bit about C blocking. Don't lie.
Would
He
you
hates
stop
vegetables.
it, please? It's situational awareness. That's all I'm trying to spread.
Didn't you spell situational with a C?
Can.
Okay.
In Canada, perhaps. Where's our Canadian to check that?
Tina, well, Eastern Time's probably asleep.
Eastern time.
Okay.
So anyway, I am talking to a young lady, and the banter is going well. And then randomly, an individual walks, sees what's happening, and turns around and says something, right? And of course, I acknowledge, do my wave. But at that point, when I acknowledge, do my wave, and say, "Yep, thank you, good to see," he then proceeds to turn around and walk up and start telling me about all these things.
I'm excited.
No, i.e., would you believe that, you know what? Yes, it was excitement. Would you believe that a lawnmower blade that I've had for 15 years, I sharpened it and it's just like new? And I mean, you couldn't have never told me to cut grass like that. You ever had anything like that happen to you?
Tina is here.
And I swear to goodness, when I climbed in the car, I thought of you doing it purely out of angst. But I know this individual did it on accident, and it's just because they did not have situational awareness.
Bless his heart.
Bless their heart.
To have situational awareness and catch you in that situation, where I can most definitely come in and be like, oh,
But that's what I'm sitting there.
exactly what I'm going to do.
After I expressed my emotions in the private Facebook group, I was chuckling, and I go, if that had been Eli Kidder, he would have gotten closer and closer and closer.
Who wants to tell Bull that was on his regular page, not just our page?
I'll tell him.
Okay.
That was on the World Wide Web of
That was on
Facebook.
all the pages.
It was?
Yeah, that was your
Everybody's
regular
page.
page.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it
Go
was.
back and check.
Yeah. It was most definitely not on
It
the
said
everyday.
John
Joe.
Fletcher, not the everyday Joe.
Situational awareness.
Yeah.
You see, all of us need to practice it more.
Especially Bull.
I thought it was in the group.
Well, you're wrong.
Yep. That's what I get for being overworked this week.
Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny. Come on, baby, let's go in the house.
Oh my gosh. Situational awareness.
So what do you think about that, Travis?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's your show.
7.
I love the number 7.
Yeah, it's 7 and 7s especially. And that's, we're talking about Bull and doing the Nashville thing, or it didn't matter where. If there's something going on in Chattanooga, Huntsville, whatever. Bull was always down to take somebody. He always wanted to go do something. And
Easy,
he's
Jimmy,
still
easy.
he's still that way.
There's something cooler about now than then, though.
Yeah, we get home at a decent hour.
That's partly true. Sometimes kind of iffy.
Depends on
But more so, back then, a lot of times the day after, or sometimes 2 days after, Bull would reach out to the youngest of the like myself, the younger kids, to clean his car.
Yeah.
And usually there was a surprise.
Money?
Well, no.
It
There was
wasn't,
like
it wasn't always
cheeseburgers in the back.
corns, and it wasn't always leftover White Castles. Sometimes it was vomit.
It was vomit.
Sometimes it was Southern Comfort. But in regurgitated form.
Johnny must have been with him that night.
Yeah. He
I
knows
have
about it.
actually cleaned up Johnny's vomit as well. Out of the little red GT. That did happen.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's the thing. Will's always down for a good time, and it doesn't matter if, hey man, I'm short some money. Bull's like, I got you. Just ride with me. I don't care. It didn't matter where we were going. If Bull had the money, you was gonna go. If you wanted to go. And that's hard to do, and you guys are like that too. But
I am not.
That's not true. Like you
true.
reciprocated. You reciprocated something that I said, and I said, "Hey guys, I don't have it a lot, but when I do, I'd like to do something." And we did something as a group, and you reciprocated that in the same fashion. So you are that way.
we're going to Tennessee game. Hey man, you want Tennessee game? Hey man, it's not pay week, dude. I'm broke, and I got you. I was like, I can give you the money back, like Wednesday. Okay, no problem. And I gave him the money Wednesday.
Well, that's Thursday, but I mean, no big deal.
He's a low-key loan
What's
shark.
24 hours when you're loaning money? I mean, what's the vig on that?
Well, I'm going back and check my
There was no
transactions.
juice. I can tell you that.
There was no juice.
I'm going to
no
go back and
juice.
check my transactions. I'm going to find out.
You should.
Well,
So, no, you're like that too.
I've always, I was very blessed when I was young. We worked hard. We worked very hard. Travis knows. I mean, he worked at the gas station. He saw a lot of the running around and a lot of that. And then at the other side, I was very blessed in Nashville with the deals that were made and the shows we were doing and all that. And I was blessed. I got to have a lot of fun relationships, and we worked hard all day and we played hard all night. And I enjoyed sharing that with people.
You did.
I did.
You still do.
And I still do to this day. I still do to this
I mean,
day.
even now, I was thinking about today what we're going to talk about tonight. And, Bull, he'll give you his last. If you need a drink or you need a pack of smokes or you need a 6-pack of beer, you don't need but want. Bull has a $10 bill in his pocket. Here you go. He won't tell you, hey, man, that's my last $10 bill. He's just going to give it to you without, and he's never going to tell you that.
And one thing that none of us have mentioned. I mean, think about all the young ladies that he put through medical school.
Exactly. Single moms that he's helped take care of.
Dude. I mean,
that's big time.
I cannot tell you how lucky Vanderbilt was to have me.
You ain't lying.
They don't have a wing dedicated or anything. they have a canner's closet that says thanks to Bull.
Or at least the couch, one of the couches.
Well, it's not Nashville, not only Nashville, but Huntsville as well. Huntsville. And hey, you're welcome to Meridian, Mississippi.
That's great.
Isabella had a good education.
I'm just telling you, dude, that was the best. Easter, the best.
Oh yeah.
Bull ends up getting a lady's real name, not stage name, and he is dead set that we're going to hang out. And we closed it down, and it's not before Easter. Closed it down.
3 a.m.
Yes, and we're waiting, and Bull just Isabella.
Buffet done ran out.
Isabella. So we wait around. Finally, we're like, Bull, we're leaving. Like, we're going. And we stopped at the Waffle House where the shooting happened. Like, it was scary.
That is correct.
That was a true story. It was a great Waffle House. But thinking back, it is the one where that shooting happens. And so anyway, we come back, and I crash out pretty quick. It's like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And I've got to be up and at church at like 9:40. In Estill Springs. So I make it to church, and I am kind of falling asleep in the pew. And of course, my family decided to sit directly behind the preacher's wife. So she notices my nodding. It's like, hey, why is he so tired? And my stepmom was like, yeah, Derek, why don't you tell her why you're so tired? Why don't you tell her why you're so tired? I said, I had a late night, man. And she was, oh, yeah, what? I had a late night. My stepmother's trying to embarrass me in church. I had a late night. You probably don't want me to tell you in front of your children. Thank you. And I went back to minding my business. Needless to say, I almost didn't get to go that night. Luckily, my stepmom's mother sent me some money for Easter in the mail, and it arrived that day. And it was exactly
Easter money.
It was exactly enough money.
It resurrected your evening.
Thank you. And I was like, man, look, it cost me. I have to pay for 2 drinks and then $10. That's $30. Oh my God, I can go. So I was like,
I made it,
dude. I'm in. So needless to say, the next day I'm passing out at church. I make it through church. About 2 days later, I get a card in the mail from my grandmother, and it had Moses on it. This is back when making your own cards was really the coolest thing in the world. Moses was holding both the stone slabs of the commandments, and it said the 11th commandment, thou shalt not go to the blank bar with grandma's Easter money. So my stepmom ran it out to somebody. She was telling somebody.
I love that story.
So
It's my
a good
favorite.
story.
It's my
But
favorite.
without Bull, none of that would have happened.
Yeah, it's all Bull's
It's all
fault.
because of Bull.
Oh man.
I'll never forget that.
Y'all realize that I've done more than go to adult entertainment establishments. Like,
That's all we're going to talk about.
That's the best story. Why not?
You've probably done some good.
Hey, listen, he's been parts of record deals. He's like, Bull's an entrepreneur, and that's the truth. And he's been very successful, and he's been very unsuccessful, depending on the venture.
Depending on the venture.
But he's got some experiences, kind of like Klaus.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, because Bull. My bad. I talked Bull into going to Australia.
He went down under. Yeah,
because we went to go talk to the guys in Nashville. We told the story on the show before. Went to the SAE Institute in Nashville, and Bull's like, "Hey, ride with me." I was like, "Okay, I don't have a job, sure." And so I go up there, and I'm in the lobby looking at all the map of where they have schools, and I've always wanted to visit Australia. And I was like, "Oh, hey, Bull, they got one in Australia." Really? I said, "Yeah, man, you should go there. That's a good idea." We left there, and Bull's like, "Well, I'm leaving for Australia in 3 months." Whoa.
No, it was 2 weeks.
Dude, I was just playing.
It was 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was like, I was just, but it actually ended up being cheaper for him as a foreign student to go to Australia than it was for him to go to Nashville. But it had to pay, do a lot of, the vaccinations and the shots and stuff like that to go. But yeah, it ended up being tuition wise, it was cheaper.
So I mean,
the COVID 03.
Well, no, we walked out of there because, and again, number one, I give a lot of my credit a lot of the credit for me wanting to travel and go out and learn to my good friend Tommy Klaus, because I got to go and travel a lot with Tommy. And we did that young. And again, spontaneous. Like, it's just like a random night hanging out. Like, you know what? We should go to New Orleans. When? Tomorrow. Bro, let's roll. And then whoever would want to go, whoever would show up in the parking lot the next morning is who went, and we would go. And So I wanted to go. I'd been doing music for a while, and I wanted to learn more. And so we went up to the engineering school in Nashville, just checking a couple out. And Travis was the one who made it. He was like, that would be funny if you went to Australia. And so we rolled out of there, and I called my producer, Frank, that I was working with, and I was like,
Hey, Frank.
well, no.
Good day.
No, I didn't do that. But because, again, I was lucky I was working with Frank with Universal. And I was like, hey, what if I went to Australia? And he was like, yeah, he goes, we've got ties with Sony in Australia. And he was like, if you go, he goes, you got a gig. And I was like, pfft. So told Travis, and then I called the airlines that day. I booked my plane ticket for 2 weeks out, and
because I think me and Johnny took him or picked him up in the airport, or
y'all picked me up. Bernice and Brenda Anthony took me.
Took you, okay?
Because y'all got me inebriated the night before.
Johnny did. I wasn't me.
Yeah, no, y'all got me inebriated because Bernice and Brenda, whenever I got home, they were ready. They were ready to take me to the airport. My plane left at 5:30 a.m.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you what. This is one of my favorite stories because it was the first time that I ever traveled overseas and it was probably like the third or fourth time I'd ever flown. Okay, so I spent a whole lot for my plane ticket. Right, over $3,000. Yeah, and so anyway, so I climb on my first plane, which was a puddle jump. So I puddle jump from Nashville to Texas to L.A. So I climb in, and the minute I start to walk on the plane, and like I'm saying, I had hardly been out of a lot of the areas, and so I climb on the plane, and they go, "Oh no, Mr. Fletcher, you're sitting up front," and I was like, "Oh." I go, that's why my ticket was so much. I'm riding in first class, and I didn't even pay no attention. So I rode, but as we learned, I was business class to Texas. Then I was business class to L.A. The 22-hour ride to Australia, I was coach. Not only coach, I was coach in the back with the screaming baby. And yeah. So
that was a good experience, though.
That is a cool experience.
It was phenomenal.
I was at Walmart, in the Manchester Walmart, late at night, doing the crazy grocery shopping, bump into Bull. He's like, "What's up, baby?" Hadn't seen him in years. He just got back from New York. Like, boom. I was like, I didn't know you were in New York. That's what I'm saying. He's lived a life.
Same, yeah. I didn't see him about 10 years, bumped the gas station. He just got back from Alabama. And it's when I ain't seen him
was that
long.
when I was doing 931 deliveries?
No. When I saw him, he sounded like he had swallowed Barry White. What happened to your voice? The old Camel Special Lights, baby. What? I can't get enough of your love, baby. Yeah. All right, guys, to come back, we probably will conjure up a few more bull stories. I'm sure. There's some good ones. There's some good ones. There's some really funny ones that we can't tell on here, but I think we've told most of them, though, actually. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here in Rooster, 115 and Facebook Live.
Get the app.
Get it.
Hey, thanks for coming over. Whoa! State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Let me guess. Watch the games on and live music on the weekends.
Yeah, we kind of touched a little bit on it. All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show. Brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live, episode 244. Tooth Bull Intern.
Seroquel.
Seroquel.
What?
That's not even a word.
It's like Sergey or something.
It's an antipsychotic.
Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed. Hello,
Super
Miss
fan.
Candace Wiley. Chime in on Facebook Live. Rich Season, hope you're doing well up there in Illinois, sir. Illinois.
Hello, Rich and Candace. Candace hardly ever tunes in.
No.
What's up, Candace?
She must be bored.
No, she took time out from fighting the man. She's always fighting something.
She is very dedicated to rallying.
She a rallier. Thank you.
She's a rallier.
She's a rallier. Yeah.
You all right over there, Beyonce?
It's Christina.
Oh, you
Yeah, that's Christina.
Get close to that mic for me. Cool, appreciate it.
She's a rallier.
Yeah, she is.
She probably roars.
What's up, Erica? So we've been sharing some bull stories, some good ones, some funny ones, and I alluded to bull with the if you didn't have $2 to go somewhere, bull's gonna give you $2 to go somewhere.
What's listen, guys, I'm gonna speak like bull for a moment. What's the statute of limitations? Isn't it somewhere along 7 or 8 years?
Yeah, where's our?
I believe the statute of limitations.
I prefaced I want to speak like bull. So the statute of limitations is much longer than what I'm about to speak of.
We might need to consult Garth.
Yeah, well, he knows we're on the air. I'm sure of that. So I remember being a teenager, and Bull was part of a convenience center, and it'd be like time for the close of business, and we would put in orders to Bull. Hey, Bull, we need some pizzas, like 2 of these pizzas, and bring us. And we would pull our money together. When Bull get there, we'd give him our money, and he would bring us said pizzas and beverages. Fuzzy Navel, we were big Boone's Farm drinkers back then, us 15, 16-year-old kids.
Even Rockefeller's start was questionable. That's all I'm going to preface this about.
Mickey's.
But without Bull, I would not have experienced teenage years the way that teenagers should experience them. We were always safe. I didn't go out driving. None of that happened. We stayed right where we were going to be. We most of the time didn't even get drunk. Like we just tied a little light one on. It was good times, man. Without Bull, man, I probably wouldn't be the man I am today. Thanks, Bull.
Man, thank you.
And you know what's a great story? So one night, as you guys have heard earlier, Bull had this Mustang. It was started out, he had a 90s model.
Was it a GT?
GT, little red one. Then he
85.
85 miles, 90.
Yeah, Travis was 90.
Oh, sorry, 80s model. Yeah, that's right. Then he ended up getting a yellow new body style GT 4.6 liter.
95 model.
98.
98 model.
It was the very first new body. I pulled the plastic off the seats.
97, they made the new body.
96, they made the new bodies. My dad had one.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. It was the first 4.6.
It was the first 4.6.
The 4.6 was supposed to be bad, but they were not.
Hold up. 94, 95. had the sideways taillights. 96, first year of the vertical taillights.
That is correct.
Go ahead.
You're 100% correct. My dad had a 96.
There you
Anyway,
I had a 97.
so back to the
Got
point.
repoed.
Bull's brother
Chris.
was dating this girl, and she had like a Suburban or a Tahoe or a Yukon.
It was a Bronco.
Sure. I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah, it was a
I'm
Bronco.
not going to argue
Birthday
with
show.
you.
Ford Bronco.
Yeah, Chevy Bronco.
We're riding around listening to the Dixie Chicks.
Oh, Wide Open Spaces.
Singing Wide Open Space. We listened to like 2 songs over and over, but we were singing Wide Open Spaces to the
Same girl,
tops
same.
of our lungs.
Yeah.
And riding old country roads and just having a good old time, cruising back roads.
Like a diamond ring.
And I went with Bull. When Bull decided he wanted to start playing guitar, I went with Bull to pick out his first guitar.
He did.
At KK's, and he got a Mexican Telecaster. It was cream colored. It was a beautiful guitar, and it played
That was
beautifully.
a great guitar.
Is that like a mariachi guitar?
Yes. And he had the apartment. I don't remember the road name, but it was over behind Cracker Barrel.
Yep.
And it had the garage.
Paradise Street.
The garage on the bottom.
Thank you, Eli.
And we had the Sega Dreamcast over there. We had a lot of fun with that. Dude, just good times. And like I said, we didn't do anything crazy. Most of the time, we were well behaved in those days. Bull had a little studio set up in his bedroom. He had a closet that went to 2 rooms.
Jack and Jill.
And he soundproofed it and had a microphone hanging. And when he found out that I played guitar, that's when Bull really took a liking to me. He was like, I will never forget what he said to me when I asked him. I was like, Bull, what changed? And he was like, well, once I realized you play guitar and you have some kind of aspirations for more than just working at a gas station, I have time for you. And I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I get where you're staying. You didn't think I was going to be anything, but here I am, and I do something. So that's cool. And we started hanging out. We played guitar together. He tracked a couple of my first songs that I ever wrote in my entire life. He tracked them and recorded them, and I had a cassette tape with my songs on it.
You had your own demo?
He did. He had his own
demo. It was awesome. I'm 15, 16, 17 years old with my own demo.
I wish you could find it. We'd send it out to like all kinds of radio stations.
I almost think I have it.
You should be on the search for that. I remember when he had that studio, he had like a microphone hanging from the ceiling in the bedroom. Because I had to go in there, and I was just checking out one day, and he's like, dude, do the Holy Diver thing. All right. Them two, it's like, hey, do the Scorpion song. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So, and you know, it
Your memory is impeccable, like an elephant.
It is.
It's ridiculous.
You are like an elephant.
It is so dumb.
Trunk smaller, but
if two said, hey, Travis, bring me home a set of wiper blades on Thursday night for the show. Okay, no problem. I'll forget that. But I'll remember that.
Glad you said that. I owe you for some wiper blades.
Yeah, I got the ticket laying on top of my drawer. She got the good ones, by the way.
See how things come full circle?
Yeah.
I was tired of listening to her, so I said, okay, here, these are my favorites. We'll get these.
I'd have put some rain guards on there.
Well, that's what happened last time. And she's like, these are trash. I was like, well.
Your dad wants you to have the $3 wipers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, and anybody out there in Radio Land or watching on Facebook, man, thank y'all so much for the birthday wishes. I promise I'll get back to you after the show.
I'm having a hard time keeping up on the feed here.
Yeah,
with
thank you. Hey, thank you, everybody. I am humbled and flattered, and thank y'all all so much.
Yes, Candace. Candace, they did have a microphone in the bedroom, but it was for singing into. It wasn't for other things.
I remember being at this party.
It was a different time back then, Candace.
With Bull in Tullahoma. I want to say we were somewhere near the Forest Park Apartments area.
Possibly.
And that we was at this little party, and there was this little bonfire out back. Little fire. It was just a little fire. It wasn't even a bonfire. I mean, like, I have all kinds of memories with Bull. It's ridiculous. Yeah. The memories at whatever. Man.
Well, and that's the thing with Bull, and you know, and we're not blowing smoke at Bull's hind end. Me and Tooth and Eli, we've talked about this, but you know, without Bull here. Bull, how many strangers have you ever met in your life? 0. I'll answer for you. None.
You got to carry the 0, but it's 0.
Right. You still have to carry it. So if you go to the brewery and you see Bull running sound, if he's on a break, you know, the artist is on a break, Bull's talking to people that's never been to the brewery before.
Networking.
Just, hey, you good? You okay? You need anything? You having fun? You having a good time? Blah, blah. I'm like, Bull, who was that? Oh, like, okay. Well, that's cool.
Man, he shakes more babies and kisses more hands than anybody I know of.
Man, he shakes babies and tries to kiss mamas.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all, you know,
I've seen it.
Again, I've been so lucky to have a blessed life, and my mentor, Gordon Williams, I remember we were in
Gordo.
Commissioner Gordon Williams. That's correct. That is his official title.
That's his official title.
And so, but I remember whenever Gordon first took me under his wing, we were young and cool, and we were all over the place. And it was my very first time in New York, and we were going and partying. And Gordon was like, "What did you do last night?" We were at a CSAC event. I'll never forget it. And it was roughly 2010, 11. And Gordon was like, "What'd you do last night?" I was like, "Man, I had a blast, free drinks and, surrounded by everybody at CSAC." And I was just like, it was phenomenal. And he was like, "Who all did you meet?" And I was like, I met the cocktail waitress and all that. And he was just like, "Do you realize that you're here because you create?" And he goes, "Everybody else is here because," he goes, "they paid to be here. They paid." He goes, "They have created," he goes, "they did something else and they want to be around us because we're creators." And he goes, "Every night you do what you did last night, you miss the opportunity of a lifetime." And so Gordon set me down. He goes, "The next event we go to, I want you to meet somebody, really meet them." And then he said, after you meet them, he goes, "I want you to leave," because he goes, "Whoever you meet, they're going to be somebody." And he said, after you meet them, you're going to leave. And he goes, "You're going to learn everything about who they are, what they do. Because if they're here, they're somebody." And the first person that I met was Gary Haber. Never forget it. And Gary Haber was an accountant of the stars. He had 5 different locations: Nashville, New York, Paris. And I met Gary, and I left, and I learned everything. And it was accounting, for goodness sakes. And I learned about what Gary done. But Gary had been doing accounting of the stars. So anyway, it was 3 months later.
A lot of counting.
It was a whole lot of accounting. And so the next time we met, we were in Atlanta, and Gary was there, and I spoke to him, and I remember, and I was like, "I read about the deal that you did with U2." And I was just like, "That is phenomenal about how you figured out." And he's like, he goes, "It's funny you bring that up, Bull." He goes, "You know how long?" He goes, "We worked on that for a year to figure out how to broker it all down." And after that, every single event I went, I enjoyed it. I had a good time, but I always met somebody new. I would learn about what they did, and I would learn about who they are. And then every time I would meet somebody in the sphere or in the circle, and I would be able to have an intelligent conversation about them. And it was all from Gordon. And literally the entertainment business taught me every skill and trade that I have now. And it was all from the appropriate mentor.
But you finally remembered something, how to do that. So
I never forget it. Never, ever.
It's unreal how you do that. I don't get it. And I'm gonna get into this later about why we know people now, us in this room, because of you. And we're actually really good friends with these people because you just went up, I don't know these people. Let me talk to them. And now we do everything with them. So it's unreal, man. Unreal. All right, guys, taking the break. We come back. We might have a little bit of lunchtime theater.
What?
Music of the week.
Yeah, I've got that.
You got that? Mm-hmm. I have a little bit of Travis talk, and there's probably 1 or 2 more bull stories.
Bull.
I can't wait. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Tooth wants you to get that app.
Please. And thank you.
Yeah, my damn
code STAR.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here in Rooster, 1015 and Facebook Live, episode 244. Tooth Bull intern
Sergio.
I like Sergio.
Yeah. Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed. It is now time for lunchtime theater. Eli, what do you got? I like the trombone you got going on there.
Face here.
Hey. Well, as everybody knows, it's mowing season.
Mm-hmm.
It's that time of year. So I really don't have a whole lot.
No?
I've been staying out till dark, getting the yard dialed in, slinging mulch, doing things like that. I've really not watched anything. The only thing I watched was a little bit of Over the Top.
Man, that's a great movie.
It's pretty good. It's not as good as it was when we were kids. But it's on the Amazon right now.
Well, to help Eli out, Bradley came over last weekend. I want to say it was last Friday or Saturday night, one of the nights. I can't even remember. And Kim and I had, weirdly enough, we had recently been talking about a movie from back in the day, and we didn't know that each other loved the movie, and it was Who's Harry Crumb? Well, we couldn't find it on any streaming platforms. So, and I wasn't paying for it on Amazon. So, all of a sudden, like a week, maybe 2 weeks later, I come home and it's on TV, but I had literally maybe 3 or 4 days earlier changed my cable and dropped my DVR. So there was nothing I could do. I'd already missed most of it. So I'm like, what the heck? HBO Max releases it. They've got it on HBO Max. And I'm like, oh my God. So we're talking Friday. What are we going to watch? Blah, blah, blah.
Who's Harry Crumb?
Who's Harry Crumb? Brad said, oh man, that's a great movie. I was like, done. We're watching it. So we watched Who's Harry Crumb. And it was just as good to me and to Kim as it was when we were stupid adolescents.
Well, have y'all
John
finished
Candy.
Winning Time?
Yeah, it was the season finale.
Man, they don't do. They got. I mean, they probably won't, but second season's. Man, that was awesome.
There's been some talk about a spinoff.
Really?
For for Ozark.
Oh, okay. But so you finished Winning Time?
Yes, episode 10, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, I saw it.
When they win the championship, what did you think about it?
I was a huge fan from beginning to end.
Yeah, you like the finale?
I like where it can lead for season 2.
Yeah, I was going to say I think they left it open.
I agree with that.
There's more to come.
I 100% agree with that.
I can't wait.
I don't know what all the fussing is about, and I know it's dramatized.
A dramatization.
But what about all the fussing that the characters are doing, or not the characters, but the Kareem and Jerry West and all the.
I brought this up. Kareem was very upset about about how simple he made the characters out to be.
Well, West is fussing about how he was portrayed. They're all fussing about how they were portrayed. I'm thinking, didn't they have to get some kind of release to be able to do that?
No. You don't.
So you can make a movie or a miniseries about someone's life without their.
That's why I say based on. And then if you want to be involved, you can be.
And you have that little.
So see, it's not a documentary, so you don't have to have releases. Documentaries, you'd have to have releases
if they're in the footage. That
and they
correct.
put the little disclaimer at the end that
these are fictional characters. These are based on live
Depictions
characters. But these depictions aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a TV show.
It's just the verbiage.
Which the thing is, like I've watched the documentary on Kareem that's on HBO, and I can see Kareem being like that. He was, stoic and confused and didn't know where to go with the Islamic religion that he was a part of. And then Magic comes along and kind of re-energizes Kareem because he was thinking about retiring. But he's like, no, I want to stay. I want to be. I see that happening. I can see Jerry West. He's the logo. He's the NBA logo. Literally. I can see him being frustrated and being so good for so long at basketball, and then him moving to coaching and being frustrated, and then him caring so much about the product that they're putting on the court, and him being that involved and that married to it. I can see that. I don't think anything less of any of the characters, because the way I see it, I know it's a dramatization, but I feel like it's real because I feel like Jerry West actually giving, his character to me gives a crap. That's how I'm perceiving it. I'm not perceiving him being a crusty old man.
So that's the beauty. The people themselves are picking moments of the show that might have portrayed them
in a bad light. Yeah.
In a bad light.
Right.
However, the general public, the majority of us, aren't focusing on those moments. We're focusing on the whole picture. Mm-hmm. And in the whole picture, I feel like West's character has done nothing but grow and become more important. And Dr. Buss's character has just been more. He has become more open. They've opened up to what his lifestyle was like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And his daughter having this realization. It's about that. So if somebody in that family wants to be upset, then I would totally get it. But since that's not really what I'm hearing, it's like, why? Like Richard Pryor. Listen, man, I love Richard Pryor. I'm a huge fan. I think Epps has done a great job. I knew that was Richard Pryor as soon as he started talking.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And he followed some direction like we've talked about in the past. Mm-hmm. So that being said, it's a TV show, man.
Yeah.
That's such a minuscule part of that TV show and so minimal to the grand scheme of things. That was more for viewer entertainment than anything. Hush your mouth.
Yeah. Hush it.
Zip it.
STFU.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Just like that.
You went there.
All right, Tooth, music of the week. What you got, buddy?
Man, I've got a song I've already added to the Everyday Joe Show's playlist called Tooth's Picks on Spotify.
Yeah. How you find that?
You go to Spotify and type in Every Day.
Oh, okay.
And pretty much Tooth's Picks will pop up first. It's interesting.
All right. What's the name of the song?
Exactly. I've already forgotten. It's Sheesh. And it's by Surfaces, and it has a guest appearance from Ty Vertis.
Yeah.
And he was my Music of the Week last week.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the song is Sheesh.
Sheesh. And it's a really groovy, upbeat, lively song. It's a very summer feel to me because it's upbeat. I could see us barbecuing, having a good time. Everybody's heads bobbing.
Yeah.
People's in the pool throwing a volleyball or whatever.
Sheesh.
I'm out here sheesh. It's an excellent tune. Thanks for asking, Travis.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. All right. We're going to take a break right quick. We come back. We might have some special guests on here to come and wish Mr. Bull, Mr. John Revis Fletcher a happy birthday. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here in Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Get it. Get the app.
What up, Bruce?
It's Jonathan.
How long can an everyday Joe go before they start thinking?
Hey, stuff happened.
One zero one one.
Very rate like.
Yep, cat DJing. Since it's hard to see business cards and invitations, right? Not big enough? You want contractor drawings? We make copies and obviously much more. And just
it's
All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live, episode 244, Tooth Bull Intern Siegfried. Eli Kidder.
I like that.
Me, the Travis Reed. We've got some special guests in the studio tonight that might want to hop on here and say a few words about Mr. John Revis
I
Fletcher.
see what you did there.
Huh?
Hop.
Huh? So, anybody? Anybody?
Not everybody at once.
Bueller. Pritt.
Bueller.
Yeah.
Pritt, come up here and sit in the chair beside Eli.
Well, no, that's
Come say something.
Pritt.
no. Come here, take my chair.
No.
Oh, well, my God, all right.
It's all about you.
Well,
It's
make
all
sure his mic's hot.
one
Pull his mic
time.
up.
This is Mr. Jonathan Pritt joining us here on the show, West Virginia transplant.
He has such a deep,
Thank
beautiful,
goodness.
soothing voice.
Hello.
I wish you would read to me at night.
Yeah. So, Mr. Bull's birthday, I thought we needed to celebrate it in style. Since we didn't get to it at the brewery because he kept it a secret and we all forgot.
I didn't keep it a secret, but I'll tell you what, John, you know, I've only known you for the last couple of years, and it has been how you welcome us all into your home and become a part of it. I can't thank you enough. I care. You and Katie, y'all
That's
are
weird.
phenomenal.
He's supposed to say something about you. Hush, boy.
What's funny is I learned about his birthday through Snapchat. You got the little birthday cake icon.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and I got excited. I was like, oh, it's Bull's birthday today. So
I'm just learning about Snapchat. So
yeah. So
Well, I feel bad because I'm the one of the very few people that actually know his birthday. I won't say why I know his birthday. I'll say it off the air. I saw him on his birthday, and I didn't. I didn't say nothing, and I felt so bad. Tooth texted me like 2 days later. Hey, is Bull's birthday today? I'm like, oh my God, it was Sunday. Oh man, I feel so bad.
but at least you knew what color shoes you had on.
Yeah, they were green.
Yeah.
You didn't forget Mother's Day, right?
No. I went and seen Green to my mom. That was for sure. So, but yeah, I just felt like as much as Bull does for us, not just the Joes, but even the Common Johns, because he works his hind end off up there doing the sound and stuff. And what he's, it is what it is.
He makes it appear as such.
he just sweats on accident.
He
over
sweats
there.
really hard.
Yeah, but for what Bull does for everybody, not just us here on the show and at the brewery, what he does for everybody. I just feel like Bull needs to be recognized and celebrated. We talk highly of him on the show. Off the show, it's not so high. Just because we've been friends for so long.
He's John Fletcher, the patron saint of Bull.
Yes. I just felt like he needed to be celebrated. He needed a day, and today was going to be that day. So,
not your actual day of womb liberation, but today.
Yeah, we don't do shows on Sunday, so no.
Sunday.
Yeah, and the brewery don't do music pretty much on Sunday.
Well, I don't care. We make up our
Bull
own
did
days.
music on Sunday
And
at
he
the
did.
brewery.
That's what I heard. He did.
He's a musician.
He is. He really is.
He's now an artist.
He left here. I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm going to the brewery. We're going to play music with Alyssa." And I was like, "No, we're cool."
And Travis, so happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it, man. I'm just terrible. So.
No, that was it. I mean, I had one goal. I had one goal.
I could turn this around and say I'm mad at Bull for not even inviting me up there.
Well, he had been talking about the goal for like 2 months.
Tooth, you leave your logic out of this, sir.
I'm here for you, boy.
Hey, no, and again, I don't.
And I'm here for you, Travis.
I owe it all to you guys. Whenever I come back, I stopped doing everything entertainment. I come back here. Travis said, I really want to do this show and I want to make it something. And you gave me that to do. And then LeBron said, I want to make the best beer. I want to have the best environment. And I want to have, as you drink Miller Lite, you want to have a fine Pilsner beer.
Hey, somebody handed it to me when I walked
That's
in.
it.
So.
And
it's a secondary beer.
So, I mean, you guys don't know.
Man, being polite not to take it.
But that's the truth. I mean, y'all don't know what I owe you. Like, I mean, I did this for 20 years of my life. And then I turn around and you want to do the show. And LeBron said, I want the best beer, the best environment, and we're going to have the best music. Are you in? And I was like, of course. Let's make it happen.
You are. And you are. Listen, Bull.
And he created a demon, too.
Bull is. He feeds off others, and we helped rejuvenate his drive.
We lit the fire.
Yeah, because it was done. I thought I was done.
It was pretty much smoldering.
Yeah, it really was. And I knew Bull knew sound. I knew he knew how to do microphones and whatnot.
Because of his ears.
Yeah, they're huge.
He can hear.
And so I was like, well, we'll do this. So, yeah, I'm glad I helped you get out of the house.
I know that without Bull, we would have not made it as far as we've made it.
No, we would not be on the Rooster right now.
And we're nowhere. So, except the Rooster, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, we're not. I don't mean that to sound like we're somebody's, but we would be nobody's still without Bull. We're bodies at least now.
I feel like what Bull does for everybody, us included, his friends. He needed some shine. He needs some shine on him. Yeah. He takes care. You help your brother. Your mom and dad. You always have your aunts and uncles. You always had because your family's so tight knit. They're so tight knit that me and Bull hung out so much. People still think I'm related to Bull.
You're not.
No, they used to think we looked alike, which
I've
drove.
been around a long time, man. I thought you guys was cousins.
It drove both of us crazy. We're like, no, God,
I'm so much better looking than him.
Fun fact.
You know how mad Travis gets when somebody says, "Hey, Bull," and it's talking to Travis.
Dude, I'll throw hands. Fun fact: my face will open his iPhone. His will not open mine.
Y'all should just get married.
We did. We got divorced. But I feel like Bull does so much for everybody. He always has. That he needed some shine on him because Bull doesn't like credit, and you deserve credit. So that's why I wanted some people to come on, tell you happy birthday. People out in Radio Land and on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, Twitter to tell you happy birthday because you deserve it. And like Tu said, dude, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. We wouldn't be on the Rooster. The sound we get at Common John, we wouldn't get that. It's sounding good to us. The artists sound good by themselves, okay? But the sound coming from the speakers, that's a lot because you Because of Jackson too. We'll give Jackson a little bit of credit on that.
And because the equipment purchased by the brewery.
Hey, but
Once again,
Bull spec'd it out. So that's what we needed.
She ain't got to tell me about every time he's like, I want to do this. I'm like, well, here's the tab.
Here's the credit card.
Still waiting on that smoke machine at the brewery.
Still waiting on the smoke machine.
Yeah, we still got to work on the lights and the smoke. We do.
Wasn't the smoke machine at your house, Britt?
It may have been. I don't remember that part of the night. So
yeah, hey, neither do us.
But no, I mean, but look, guys, I mean, I'm serious. Like, whenever I come back, I'm so blessed. I've lived such a blessed life, and I was burnt out, and things hadn't went. You know, I mean, it went the way it was supposed to for me. But I come back here, and I literally was living on my back porch for 4 years.
Old man on the back porch.
That's what I was doing. I was living on my back porch. I was doing conference calls with everybody in every other state, and that's all I did. And somebody that I was with told me, that's no longer you. You're no longer in those places. You no longer live that life. You're here now. You're back here. You got to figure it out. And then it wasn't a year later, I did Crafted. And then met LeBron. And then once I met LeBron, that's whenever I saw his dad and knew his dad since I was 12. And yeah, because I walked into his garage and Ray's like, I was like, what are you doing here? He goes, I live here. What are you doing here? I was like, I just met your son. And
I didn't know him. I knew his,
Natalie's brother. Yeah, Natalie's brother.
Yeah, I knew him. I didn't know LeBron. Yeah, so yeah. Same. All right, we're going to take a break right quick. We come back. We're going to say a few more kind words, Bull, see if we can get him to crack.
Like the cake.
We may have a cake over here. Tooth has been
salivating.
Look what Tooth's got.
I brought my own fork.
He's got his own plastic.
Typically, I travel. Typically, I travel with a spoon, but tonight I brought my own fork.
Got that spoon, huh? You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here in Rooster, 101.5 and Facebook Live.
App it up.
The Boone County Rattlers getting.
Premiums. Chatting with Avo today at aceyourretirement.org. Message from AARP and the Ad Council.
The best variety plays here. The Rooster, 1015.
Mike's hot.
That stinks.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show. Brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 105 and Facebook Live. Episode 244, Tooth Bull. Intern
Salvador.
Eli Kidder. We got Jonathan Pritt.
Yep.
We got LeBron Haggard. I'm here. The Common John.
Rich Season
is in the house. All wishing Bull a happy birthday. Before we light a candle on his cake, I want to. We were talking about Bull. Bull talk to anybody, because when he's not, when the artists are on breaks, he's got his iPad in his hand, but he's walking around talking to people. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? And he'll come over to me. Hey, what's up, big baby? I'm like, hey, who was that? I don't know. Well, he did that, and we're now friends. Matt and Alex, you did that at Bites of Europe 3 years ago.
That's correct.
And he just walked up to him. Hey, how y'all doing? And now everybody in this room is really good friends with Matt and Alex. We wouldn't trade him for nothing. Alex, right? Yeah, Matt is kind of a jerk.
I really like Matt, and Matt and I are pretty tight.
You're the one.
I'm the guy.
You're the one.
I invite Matt over to hang out without Alex.
When they go home to California, we threaten them. Hey, are you coming back? Don't stay there. We owe that to Bull. Just like Liz and her husband Brad. I didn't know who they were, and they come over here one night. And Bull's like, "Oh yeah, Brad and Liz are coming over." I'm like, "Who?" Well, Brad and Liz. I ain't got a clue who they are. Oh yeah, well, I met the brewery last weekend.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, and I'm like,
"Oh, you mean what? Elizabeth?" So I'm sorry.
We had this with us knowing LeBron. We got to thank Bull because Bull.
I got to thank Bull for LeBron, Richie, Larry, David. The whole crew.
Jeff, Julie.
Julie.
Angie.
All of them.
Yeah. So.
Christian.
Yep.
Everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, because we did the beard contest and Bull had a lot to do with that. So that's how we met Christian. Eli said he would have figured it out.
Eli had irons in the fire. He was already working on it.
Irons in the fire.
Yeah, he was already working on it.
So, yeah, I mean, Bull, you dude, you're the catalyst for, everything, dude.
You're like the Suez Canal.
Yeah. If you sit there, you just sit back and think about it. How many people in this room we know because of you?
He's like a cesspool.
I knew Richie beforehand. That was it. President company, the guys on the show, excluded.
Yeah, I mean, the show guys, we knew each other from
right
almost birth.
But you take pretty much everybody else in this room because of Bull.
It's all Bull.
That's. Okay, we get to it.
I love people and I love all y'all, and I'm more blessed and more grateful than I could ever express.
Thanks.
I'm a very lucky man. I am.
I'm excited to see how well his lung capacity is.
Well, actually, we're the ones who are lucky and blessed because we get to hang out with you once a week. I get to hang out with you more because you're always here.
So what was it? 2 weeks ago, you gave me a phone call around lunchtime.
That is correct.
Instantly, probably one of my favorite conversations I had with one individual. 30 minutes, you and I brainstormed a lot of ideas, and I still remember every single sentence that we talked about. And to have that with someone that I've known for less than a year, I appreciate that. And that's something special. And you don't really have that with many people. So thank you for that.
No, thank you, John. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm serious.
I'm about to cry a little bit. That was sweet, dude.
It was an amazing conversation. It was so random because I thought he called me. And I was like, "Did you call me?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, I called him back, and we had an amazing conversation. I was eating lunch, and I was in the thick of the weeds of work, and I was like, "I need to. This is a conversation I need to be part of." Yeah, it was great. So I really enjoyed that for sure.
Well, if I do anything, it's I notice things about individuals, and whenever I notice something, I just go ahead and throw it out there on the table. And I go, hey, this is what's on my mind. Do you want to pick it up or not?
Yeah.
And because, and that's it. And that's what I've always done. And that's what I'll continue to do. And that's what I hope everybody will always do, because you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Life's kind of like a box of chocolates.
You know what? It's weird you bring that up.
It is because Tooth will eat them all.
You never know what you're going to
with
eat.
cheese. With cheese.
He will eat it with cheese.
Yeah.
That's for
Oddly
sure.
enough.
That's for
Oddly
sure.
enough. With cheese.
All right. All right, guys, take one more break. We come back. We may have a cake here on the table.
We may.
Bull's gonna have to blow these candles out. You better smoke another cigarette, brother.
Oh, I am so ready for this.
Are you?
I've got that.
What's that hat that Tooth's got on over there?
Oh, the Dusty Elam benefit, which is Saturday.
Saturday.
Don't forget, Dusty's Day is tomorrow.
That is correct.
Wear your sunglasses.
Wear your sunglasses. You gonna cry worse than we're crying
You're
tonight.
gonna cry. Be out on the street for all those kids, guys. Be out on the street.
Yes, sir. Good time to be had by all. And also, don't forget the 14th. We got Sam Grove coming.
Sam Grove and Elam, it's a phenomenal weekend.
I hear Bryce Ray might show up.
Bryce Ray better show up.
I hear he might.
He had to text me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll
And
see.
the
He
phenomenal
did tell me he's going to be there.
He did.
Maggie Ball.
Oh,
God.
Have y'all checked it out? Have y'all checked her out?
Oh, God, yeah.
You got to go check out her TikTok. She's got
TikTok.
this. You would really appreciate this too. She's got this. What do they call it? Like
It's like riffs. Like she just like
finish the lick.
yeah.
So somebody will play a tune and she'll pick up her guitar and finish it out.
Oh,
A lot of AC/DC. A lot of AC/DC.
Okay, so let me just tell you, LeBron, you have now convinced me to cross over to the dark side.
There we go.
You gonna get TikTok
I
now?
will have TikTok by tomorrow.
Oh,
afternoon.
dude.
Come on,
Seem
Joe,
like
have
you want to
TikTok.
have TikTok.
Oh, I know. I've been privy to being on someone else's TikTok.
Yeah, right. Just borrow somebody else's.
You are on the Garth Brooks
And I
concert.
wasn't even mad at her. She took a video of me and posted me on TikTok. But I was doing
How
a
did I
pretty
miss this?
I did a pretty good Temptations.
How many views they get, Megan?
Right now we're at 500, but it grows every day.
It's pretty
500
good.
people have seen me dance like one of the Temptations.
It was hot. All right, guys, take one more break here. We come back. We're going to blow out some candles and cake. Tooth's going to finally get some cake.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Get the app.
I'm not credit cake.
Does what the name implies. Brakes. 728-9898.
Hey, it's me. There's I feel like this isn't working out when
Stop text stoprex.org.
What are you doing? Happy birthday, Bull.
All right, let's
Blow
go.
out the candles.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bull John. Happy birthday to you. It's not fair. You only had brought like 3 candles. See, I did it on purpose.
That timed out perfect. That's exactly how it
Wait
works.
to eat the wax.
Just get them corners. Just get them corners.
So, guys, I just want to thank everyone out there for joining us for a night to celebrate Bull.
Absolutely, man.
He deserves it.
He really does. Like,
I don't even really care for it.
we still not back yet, Jackson?
He gave you it back.
Huh?
We've been back.
Oh, I didn't see the thing.
You didn't finger bang it?
All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 115 and Facebook Live. Episode 244, Bull's birthday bash. He just blew out the candles. There was 4 left because we lit them too quickly. Now they've melted on the cake, and Tooth is not happy.
I'm pretty disappointed.
But you got your fork.
I can eat around the wax.
We can relight them. We know how much you like wax.
No, we're fine.
I burnt the absolute crap out of my thumb lighting them stupid things, too. So you're
We're
welcome,
fine.
Bull. I am
Thank
fine.
you.
Tooth told me to grow up and be a man, but I'm not going to do that today.
Cheers, Bull.
Yeah. Cheers, Bull. Guys, appreciate y'all listening tonight. This show, we wanted to make it all about Bull because, like I said, we would not be here if it was not for him. We would not have these cool mics, this cool cool table we got, the
Well,
technology.
obviously not gonna have any birthday cake.
Covered in wax.
Really good sound at Common John.
Phenomenal sound at Common John. And, other than, me and Tooth and Eli, he's a pretty good ambassador for Common John. We're pretty good at it, but I mean, Bull's he's all right at it.
I'm really great at it, just for the record. I get a lot of compliments on my Common John attire.
It's so bad people think we're partners in Common
I know,
John.
right? Yeah.
They think
Bull gets it all the time.
They think we're on the show, or we do the show at Common John.
I love the comment.
Yeah, I got one of those today. I was at the doctor's office, and this lady's like, "They do the show from the brewery, don't they?" I was like, "Yeah, they have every week."
No. So
I still love
That guy that came to you at Bosky's and was like, I love what you're doing. Manchester needs a place like that.
Just kept rolling with it.
yeah, because he said, "I love the show." We're like, "Hey," and we're all three like, "Hey, man, thanks for listening." And then when he got done saying that, he's like, "Yeah, I appreciate what you did for Manchester. We needed a place," and we're all like, "You're welcome."
So we just need to put a brewery out here.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is the second location. This down the
it
street.
looks like we've been looking for it.
Common John Annex. Yeah,
Common John Studio 11.
that's right. Tooth, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Bull, happy birthday, my brother.
Man, thank y'all for everything, and I love y'all so much.
Shoot, man, we love you to death, man. Rich Season, thanks for coming out, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Intern, Sergio. We've done Sergio. Intern Jackson.
What's up?
Thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Sanford. I told you I forget. Eli Kidder. Megan Farrell, thanks for.
Thank you, Megan. Guys, Megan Farrell, she overdid it. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you for
the cake.
Thank you so much. Hey, Unstoppable Women. Check it out on Facebook. Unstoppable Women.
That's right. Jonathan Britt, thanks for being here, buddy.
Thank you.
LeBron Haggard.
Cheers. Happy birthday, Bull. Thank you.
Common John. Appreciate you coming out and celebrating Bull's birthday with us. All right, appreciate it, guys. Leave Facebook on. Huh? All right, cool. All right, Tooth, get into this cake. Bull, brother, happy birthday. I know Sunday was your birthday. I hope that we celebrated it enough for you. I know Bull alluded earlier about Patton Oswalt did a comedy skit on how birthdays, you should get birthdays till you're about 21 and then just once every decade. You turn 30, 40, 50,
I'm with
60.
him. I'm with him 'cause I don't really care. If you don't tell me happy birthday, I'm not going to.
But me and Tooth had a conversation today, and we kind of said, F you, Bull. We're going to do this whether you like it or not. It's. I'm on the T-shirt. I can do whatever I want. Tooth's been here a long time.
I need some cake.
So I feel like, for one, Bull, Tooth don't even care right now.
Yeah, I'm going to eat this with my finger.
Bull definitely deserves. He deserves all the
at least one day out of the year, right?
At least one. We'll give him one because he actually does. For the show, he's done so much. Me, Tooth, and Eli could only went so far because we're quite frankly we're kind of dumb with technology and stuff like this. Bull came in, helped us. He definitely. Did you get that knife, buddy?
A little bit.
Music at the brewery.
Oh,
dude, he kills it.
Give me the coin.
So we definitely appreciate Bull, and we do give Bull a lot of flack at the show, but he deserves every single ounce he gets, and he will continue to get all kinds of flack. But when you know somebody for 35 years plus, he's going to get all kinds of flack. So.
You know how you keep saying that we're all here because of Bull?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I didn't know Bull when I was younger because I probably wouldn't be where I am.
Exactly. Yeah. Everybody who had a job and was able to be an adult right now, you are so glad. You are so glad that you did not cross my path.
I would. Well, I might be here, but my liver probably wouldn't be.
Liver, and you probably had some couple of bills you had to pay for bail for sure.
Singles.
Yeah. So no, Bull, we give you a bunch of crap, but dude, you deserve every bit of crap we give you, and you deserve every bit of accolades we give you as well. So we definitely appreciate you, man. So
well, and again, it's like we sit here and we talk about, and we can talk about it till we're blue in the face, but it's all about the relationships, and not only the relationships that we create, but it's how we stand behind them. And that's just sort of my thing is like, if you really want to do something and you tell me you want to do it, then we're going. Period. And we're going to do it to the best of our ability. And I'm blessed to be around guys. I'm going to tell you, I've been everywhere, and one of the most difficult thing to get in your corner are people who want to do things and stick to it and show up every single day to do it. And I'm blessed to be around you guys. And again, Travis, thank you for wanting to do this and pushing it. And LeBron, thank you for asking me. You said, hey, this is what I want to do. Do you want to be in? And I was like, absolutely.
And I also thought about that with Bull's, thanking you.
Everybody?
When we were doing this, he was like, before the brewery started and you started music, he said, hey, I thought about get back in the music game, do stuff. And then, lo and behold, the brewery opens. Hey, we're going to have live music every weekend. The Bull's like, you ask him, Bull, he jumps. That was kind of the right timing for you. You needed that creative itch or scratch that creative itch.
Oh,
if you will.
100%.
So,
and I needed.
So thank you,
And
LeBron.
he had an itch, too,
Yeah.
so.
Well, he has the itch, but he has ointment. It doesn't work very well. The health department stuff he gets is not that good. He's too embarrassed to go to Walgreens to get it from Katie. So I understand. I mean, I don't blame you. I
You
would
eating
too.
before the birthday, man.
Yeah, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Well, I mean, I didn't bring my own fork to the table, so I should have brought my own fork.
Trey Adcock and Brandon Terminal, that is Rich in the background talking.
Yep.
For sure.
Be rich.
Jimmy Newton said, "Too serving off that birthday cake like a diesel mechanic."
Exactly.
So, Megan, thank you once again for the birthday cake. Do you want some cake?
I'm going to the beach. I can't.
I am too, but I don't care. I'll be standing beside you. So. Yeah, I'm standing beside you. So they'll be looking at you, not me. So I don't care.
I don't think this piece of cake's going to change your photos. There you go. I tried to cut you a piece, but you don't want a piece. That's too.
You know what? So, you know what I love? So, since y'all have made this entire night about me, right? So, LeBron, how's your experience been at the brewery since I started? Since everybody's not allowed to say anything bad about me. Since we've been working together at the brewery, go ahead and tell me how great it's been. Remember now, it's my night.
What's
my
that?
name's not on the shirt, but it's on the flyer for the night show.
Yeah.
How's it been working with me?
There's never been
Am I
anything
terrible?
bad. Never.
Am I terrible?
Nothing terrible. It's always been good. But I mean, like that, you've got it before.
No,
like,
but I've been
people are like reference like you being Common John. You know, it's like
I don't care. My favorite one is like it's one of two. It's like, wow, what a great place. Or number two, so your dad owns the place, huh? That is my favorite one. That is my favorite one. It's your dad.
Are they talking about my dad or are they talking about
They're talking
me
about
being-
Ray.
Oh, okay.
They're talking about Ray.
I thought you were talking about me being your dad.
What just happened on Tuesday?
That's what I thought too.
All right, we can.
What just happened?
Yeah, we can.
Beautiful thing. That'd be a beautiful gift.
We can.
I need that.
We can do that.
Oh, what happened? Tell me what happened.
So
Well,
I just looked at the screen. And I was like,
Matt Bogle said two things slowed down on that cake. Dude, I've seen Two Feet Waffle House and sparks come up from the plate. Chattanooga, Tennessee.
That's why he brought that plastic fork.
All right, so I got to tell this one. We'll go here in a minute. There's just a few people watching, but when Bryce, he had a prior engagement, and you got the Allman Brothers kid,
Miller, Kyle Miller.
Kyle. So I'm in line with Elizabeth Peckinpah. So we're sitting. That's the night you were so busy. The line at the bar.
It was a horseshoe.
So I get in line. And I'm like, "Are you in line?" They're like, "I have no idea." I'm like,
I need a beer.
Which line are you in? I don't know. I said, "Well, I'm gonna get right here, and I'm gonna go that way." They're like, "Okay." Luckily, LeBron saw me and Liz, and he brought us beers. I'm like, "Okay, thank you, LeBron." So before that transpired, Liz is like, "Man, this guy is so good." I was like, "Oh, he is really, really, really good." She's like, "You did such a good job at replacing Bryce at the last minute with this guy." And I was like, "You're welcome."
Didn't miss a beat.
No. She's like, "Well, I don't know who does the music here, if it's you or Bull." I was like, "Oh no, it's me."
You really do a good job.
I appreciate that. So I think I told Tooth that. I don't think I told anybody else.
We have this. We have this firm that books all the music.
It's called He Won't Stop. Is what it is.
So yeah, I'm sorry I took the credit. I'm sorry at Bosky's that night. We kind of all took the credit for us being the Common Johns, not you guys. So I'm not going to apologize for that.
Hey, you don't have to. I don't want you to.
I laugh. Hey.
I like keeping it very confused for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, what was so funny is so we were in Murfreesboro at my office and the person was up there with Community Mortgage, and I'm not going to mention his name. But he's up there with Community Mortgage, and they were just talking about, so there's a lot happening towards the Manchester way. I don't know if you guys have been there, but there's a brewery and a lot of stuff going on. And then somebody stood up and they go, yeah, he does the radio show and he's actually with it. And I had my Common John shirt. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. And then another person was like, wow, that was so awesome, Bull, that you started a radio show and a brewery. And I was just like, I really don't have that much time, but you know, it was like, we're not going to go into it. And so, because they were like, oh yeah, the guy who did that, he's right there. He's in the corner. You know, so, I mean, but that just goes to show, you know, and everybody out there in Facebook land and all of us here working, like the messages we are talking about, the good times we're having, the store we're having, the beer you create, the music that's there that you book, the stories we tell here on this show. They reach so much further.
The brothels we visited.
That's a different ordeal.
That's Patreon only, too.
Patreon only. We're still on Facebook.
Are we into the
$25 a person?
Yeah. We're not in the private sector, but you know, I mean,
NC-17, right?
Well, and that's just so you know, that's the fun part, and that's what I've always loved about. I hate it because I did not want to be grassroots. Yeah. No, I did not want to be grassroots. I want a yacht, and I want to be chilling and sending text messages to the crew about how are things going while I'm on my yacht. But unfortunately, I'm not. I'm here with you pricks, grinding it out from the bottom.
Yeah. The only person we know the yacht is Steve.
And there you go. Yeah. And
I want grassroots.
Eli loves
grass.
That's it. But I tell you what, if I could not imagine a better crew of people to be in my loser state with than all of you guys. I couldn't.
Wallowing in our.
I would like to say this, since the rest of us, well, most of the rest of us, have to get up and have like jobs. Don't get to live vicariously on yachts. For other people and have procrastination days scheduled throughout the week. So
2 of them.
I hope you have a wonderful birthday celebration. I'm going to go home and get some rest. I have to grind it out for real tomorrow.
I got my own floor tomorrow.
I go straight there and don't you pass.
Yeah, I'm going to Florida tomorrow, so there's that.
Don't pass go.
Yeah, I don't think goes on the way. Yeah.
I'm glad to be a part of your life.
No battle royal tomorrow.
No, man. I checked the flight. The cheapest flight I could find was $400. But we're working on a fans bring the strap match. It gets me and King Jimmy there at SWF in Tullahoma.
You're flying down there?
No, I was going to if I could wrestle in the if I could find a cheap flight. I was going to wrestle in the Rumble, but not gonna happen. So. But we got something working. All right, guys. We're going to sign off here on Facebook. Happy birthday to Bull.
Well,
he's hugging Eli and hugging Megan. Mouth to mouth kissing. Richie is messing with cameras.
Trying to keep camera from falling over.
Bull, thank you for being born. Oh, wait a minute. King Jimmy was listening. But you ain't gonna whip nothing, King Jimmy.
Is that White Claw drinker?
His manager is a White Claw drinker. So if you think that if we're gonna do a fan brings a strap match, that I will not get hit by anybody because I will buy out the first 2 rows and guarantee it won't happen. Promise you that. Because you and Chuck think y'all are the multimillionaires, the jet setters. Well, y'all make about $3 an hour, and I don't. So there's that. So bring it, Queen Jimmy.
I talked to his boss today.
Did you? My boss, yeah.
He's like, that's
at least. Come on. Bull, seriously, bottom of my heart, bottom of all our hearts, thank you for being born. Thank you for doing what you do for every single person in this room, outside this room, at the brewery, that has anything to do with this show, anybody we come in contact with. You don't understand. I still don't think you understand what you do for everybody you come in contact with. It's unbelievable. You've never met a stranger. It's ridiculous. It gets on my nerves, but I love it. Because you meet a person, hey, you know that person? Oh, it's Liz. I don't know who Liz is, but you do because you just met her and y'all are best friends now. And then now we're all best friends with them. So thank you. You make us better. So I'm glad we got to celebrate you for once because you're behind the scenes most of the time, training young Jackson back here. You need a lot of credit for the success of this show, for the success of the music at Common John Brewing Company. thank you, man. We appreciate you. We love you to death. Wouldn't trade you for a sack full of nickels. Might. Not right now. I got paid this week, so I'm good.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Thank you. Happy birthday, brother. Everybody showed up. Thank y'all for coming out and celebrating bull with us. We'll see you next week. Appreciate it, guys.